scrutiny as the NLC, opposition parties, and even economists, are looking at all 36 state governments getting a combined allocation of 5.22 trillion naira. What exactly have we really seen? Economics and relevant experts have, of course, expressed some contrasting views on the justification for the allocated funds. And this is coming as the president on Wednesday emphasized the critical role of state governors in driving Nigeria's development and prosperity, claiming that this accounts for why 65% of federation accounts goes to the states. All right. And findings have shown that statutory allocations from FAC to the three tiers of government increased in 2024 from 4.99 trillion naira to 15.12 trillion naira. Where is all this money going, or where exactly, or what are we doing with all these funds? The bulk of the revenue shared by FAC to states and federal and local government are earnings from oil exports, tax, and other statutory allocations. NLC is slamming governors for neglecting agric, for neglecting infrastructure, for not looking at other non-oil revenue. All right, and we're looking at the identification of governors. So what exactly are the governors using all of these funds for? These governors are receiving more revenue than before, but there really is no impact on the masses. Some of them say they're executing projects. How can you claim to be executing projects when people are dying? A lot of people can't afford to buy food. They can't afford to buy drugs. Now there are more people going into extreme poverty. And here we are, governors are receiving even so much more. Let's also not forget that, not has also been highlighted by NLC. All right. And so NLC is saying that they're going back to the drawing board. It's going to be a rough 2025. And the simple question that we're asking now is, how exactly should we hold the state governors accountable? And let's take it personal a bit. Let's go personal a little bit. For you, what can you say is your assessment of your own state governor in your own state? Tell us the state. Even if you're not really familiar with the name of the governor, we'll give it to you, not to worry. But can you tell us that you are really feeling the impact of state governance in your state? And even you can even go as low as even the local governments as well. Are you really enjoying the dividends of governance in your state? Tell us. Let's make it personal a little bit. I can speak for my own state. I'm from Ogun State. I'm from Yewa North, and I can tell you that in Ogun State, the roads are deplorable. It's nothing to write home about. The roads are a major concern for a lot of people in Ogun State. The roads is just totally off it. And the chairman of the Nigeria Governors Forum is the state governor of Ogun State. We have 5 ministers in the cabinet of the president as we speak. That's the highest from any state in the country, and we're not seeing the impact on development in Ogun State. So you can speak for yourself as well. Speak for your state. Is what exactly would you say about the expenditure or the spending of government in your state? And that's the first focal point. The second one is APC kicks as Peter Obi warns Tinubu against foreign medical trips. I think this one is a straightforward angle here. Labour Party's presidential candidate in the 2023 general elections, Peter Obi, has told the president, or called on President Bola Tinubu to set an example by utilizing Nigeria's healthcare facilities for his medical needs instead of traveling abroad. He said, and I'm quoting now, that it is time for you to visit our national hospitals. For instance, consider conducting your next medical examination at one of our national hospitals or regional FMCs in Sokoto, Birinkebe, Calabar, Umuahia, or Akure, among others. This will allow you to assess the state of healthcare facilities available to Nigerians. It will also help you understand the condition of our hospitals and clinics, enabling you to make informed decisions on how to upgrade and make them more efficient. So this is Peter Obi, former governor of Anambra State, encouraging Nigerians, encouraging the president to lead by example, trust the nation's health institutions, and curtail medical tourism by the federal government or by the president, even the vice president himself, that has warned Peter Obi not to incite Nigerians against President Tinubu, particularly with his claims that the president had failed to address the worsening economic and security challenges in the first 18 months. And that's why I'll quickly, very, very quickly now, look at this same report as reported by Vanguard newspaper. It's on page 4 of Vanguard newspaper, where APC to Peter Obi saying, oh, but you left no significant achievements in Anambra State. And that is what, APC's response to Peter Obi's statements. And we're asking this, then what do you think about the response of APC to Peter Obi's statement? And let's have a conversation. I'll start with Fuad, and then we open the phone line for you to share your own thoughts. So, Fuad, over to you.
Okay, I'll make it very fast because today is Friday. I don't think we have all the time.
Yes, thank you.
I'll make it very, very fast. You've made the first focal point a bit personal. We should just talk about our state. And of course, see whether we can say that the governors are doing enough. So I'm going to just limit it to Lagos. I'm from Lagos. My local government, I will not even go there. When we talk about a mega city, yes, Lagos is a mega city. But Lagos State is far from being a functional mega city. The potentials are there. The resources are there. The opportunities are there. I think what is lacking is commitment, really, to doing the right thing. Potentials are there. Lagos can be the Istanbul of Nigeria. Lagos can be the Dubai of Nigeria. Sandra, the potentials are, everything is there. So, but it will require more commitment, more transparent and judicious use of public funds, to improving on infrastructure and governance in the state. I'm going to just leave it at that, because we'll go too deep into the conversations and it might take the whole day. And then on Mr. Peter Obi, I have a little problem with the headline. I think it's from the Punch newspaper. APC kicks Peter Obi warns the president.
APC kicks as Peter Obi warns Tinubu against foreign medical.
No, it's not one. Peter Obi advice. It's an advice. Because the warning is looking like, oh, if you go, there will be consequences. Unless my English get problem. If you want somebody against something, it means there are consequences for the person doing that thing, right? But it's an advice. Look, Mr. President, if your next medical checks, if you conduct it in one of the national hospitals, it gives you an opportunity to go around and have a first-hand information on how bad the health sector is in the country. And I think it's a valid advice, really, that should have been graciously accepted by the APC and the president, if you understand what I'm saying. But I think they've read political meanings into it, which in itself is bad. Everything should not be about politics, really. Right? We can always agree to disagree or disagree to agree. But I don't think our politicians, see it that way. But I think that, look, if they are not going to accept the advice from Peter Obi because he's a politician, I think they should take it from modern Nigeria, who are saying the same thing. The deplorable state of the health sector, Sandra. Go around these hospitals, you know what you are saying. Sandra, recently I lost a cousin at the Baghdad General Hospital. And when I got to the emergency ward, medical emergency ward, I was shocked about the number of people there, the crowd. It was almost chaotic, Sandra. That's real chaos. The doctors were looking overwhelmed by the crowd of people they were attending to. The place was looking so disorganized. And I look at the doctors and I'm like, how are you guys functioning? So we need to do more, and it's just important that we pay attention to this thing. God bless Nigeria, see. Sandra.
Yes, it's all right. Thank you very much. These are our own thoughts as regards the focal points on the table. Don't forget, we're social. We're live on Facebook and YouTube at Mainland 98.3 FM, and we take messages from the live chat section as well. So if you have WhatsApp messages, so the number to call is 0913 6000 410. 0913 6000 410. That is the number to call. For WhatsApp messages, it's 0913 6000 430. 0913 6000 430. That is for WhatsApp messages. And don't forget, as I mentioned earlier, we're live streaming the program on Facebook and YouTube. So you can drop your comments in the live chat section and we take them as we go on. For those who are calling in, you have just 2 minutes. Today is Friday, so there won't be any, we're going to be as lenient as possible. Please stick within the 2 minutes time frame that's allotted to each caller. Would really, really appreciate that. You're listening to Mainland 98.3 FM. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning.
My name is Abdullah Gani, is my name.
All right, Mr.
God will continue to bless all of you.
Amen.
And your station, God will continue to make this station to grow more than this.
Amen.
So, what you are talking about, like what Mr. Obi said, Obi has said the right thing. It's just like an advice. Go there and see what is going on in your country. You cannot continue to patronize other country while you have that facility that you are going for in other country. You should have made it available in this country so that put this in order. Can you go there to access their medical facility? Can you go there to access those facilities that they have put in place in their country? Obi advised I should have put those things here so that the whole Nigeria and the president himself can enjoy it. That is the right way to go. But we don't want to accept it. The leader of this country, they don't want to accept it. They don't want to do the right thing. Where do you think heaven will help? And time we will continue to pray, say, God should bless this country. God has already blessed this country abundantly. It is now left our leaders to do the right thing so that things can work very well in the country. The other one and the second one, the governors, the government scrapped the fuel something. They have made money available for the governors to work. Are we seeing the impact of that money? The increment in the lawyer sector. Are we seeing the impact in poverty? Like when they say that they have made money available for the state governor to work, and we are not seeing the impact, we continue to suffer for it. It's very, very unfortunate. Our leaders at times, the way they reason, the way they speak, it's very, very unfortunate. They continue to run to other countries where they have made a facility available.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Sandra. Good morning.
Yeah.
This is Timothy calling you from Ojo.
All right, you're welcome.
God bless you. I just want to praise the first caller. He has actually spoken my mind. I just want to add the two things. If you are a father that is providing for your children at home, you gave them money to cook, and you never for one tasted that food, how do you think your wife and your children will feel? That you are telling outsiders that you are giving your children the best at home. But for the first time, you have never eaten that food, same food. You are giving your children at home to eat. You always go outside to enjoy yourself and come back. Then you will go outside to tell your other people you are taking good care of your family. That is the same thing our president is doing. I'm telling you the truth. Even other past presidents. See, President Bola Tinubu, as he said he wants to change Nigeria, let it start from him. If our health sector is in a state of comatose, and it's not yet started, people are dying. Just listen to what Furan said. That he lost a cousin because of the state of our health sector. If things are in order, that person would have died. I'm telling you the truth. People are suffering on a daily basis. And on the second focal point, let me say this. It is time for President Bola Tinubu and they are squandering it. We are not feeling the impact. We are taking more place from us. Ordinary people are giving them giving it to them. And
Hello? Hello? Okay, I think that one's gone. Well, time check right now is 9 o'clock, and you're listening to Mainland 98.3 FM. There's Mainland Focus, and don't forget, you can drop your comments in the live chat section on Facebook and YouTube. Hello, good morning.
Hello, Sandra. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm well, thank you very much, Mr. Peter.
Yeah. Thank you, Peter Monsef from Shomolu. Sandra, I don't know what Peter Obi said that we have not said, all of us, even during the time of campaign. When Peter Obi came out and told us that he never visited any hospital abroad, that he, I think St. Teresa's Hospital, if I don't remember very vividly. He mentioned the hospital rebuild and that he has been visiting. And Peter Obi also challenged that they never use government cars to go to school, that they use his private car and went to school. And he challenged us, and we also use it to challenge Tinubu of me now. On Punch newspaper, on the 20th of April, 2019, this is the headline. Buhari spent 1 year, 39 days abroad in 3 years and 10 months. And this is the rider. First rider said, foreign trips, waste of taxpayers' money. And look at what APC said in response. They said President deserves commendation for fruitful trips or travels. APC. Now, why am I saying this? Why am I bringing up this? Buhari did it, and look at the number of days he traveled, and we didn't see any impact. Today, Nigeria doesn't have functional brand new refinery. The security is still in shambles, and then power sector is still criminally, prosecuted. Sandra, let me ask Nigerians this question. Is it right for Tinubu to be going abroad for medical treatment? Is it right for him to be touring the whole world and leaving Nigeria? I said it then that when they say he was going for holidays abroad, I said, why can't he go to this place in Obudukatu Ranch? We have Murtala Mohammed. He used to go to visit industries, veteran parastatals, and then ministries. And we had Obasanjo, according to Peter Obi, that traveled on land from Anambra State to Enugu, and he saw the bad road, then he awarded contracts. That's what they want Tinubu to do. Go around and see what is happening in Nigeria. Not that Ojonuka are coming to attack. We have been saying the same thing with Peter Obi. So if he likes, he should take the advice. If he doesn't like, let him go away. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Peter Omonse. I appreciate. I'm a little bit, I'm intrigued by the fact that a lot of us are not even, calling out our own state governors, or maybe, giving some sort of performance evaluation of our own state governors as regards allocation of funds, or as regards, expenditure of FAC allocation. Is it that, we don't know what is going on in our states, or we're not concerned about what is going on in our states, or you don't have enough information so you can speak something or say something as regards what's going on in your own state, and even if you can go as far as in your own local government of origin in the country. So let's make it a little bit personal so we can relate to what NLC is trying to bring to the fore. 0913-6000-410 is the number to call. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Mrs. Sandra.
Good morning.
Yeah, my name is Mr. McCoy from Apapa local government.
You're welcome, Mr. McCoy.
Yeah, my take is on, I have to take.
Okay.
My take, is on Peter Obi to the president that they should visit, that Federal Medical Center and this thing. Because if you hear what what the former first lady said, he said that any president that wants to come after his husband said that the presidential clinic is already equipped, that no president should travel abroad again, for medical treatment or tourism, as you people put it. Because I see, when we talk about patriotism, I thought that leadership is started to visit the presidential clinic and other medical institutions, for the decadence that is there, and try out to revive some of them. You will say our daughter is our daughter, when they finish their course, they travel. Why? Most of them, they don't even have nothing to work with. Why would they stay and waste their time? That is major contribution that our doctor is leaving. Because it shouldn't be that claim that he loves Nigeria so much. I don't see what Mr. Peter Bisi is wrong. He should even appreciate his advice. And secondly, again, on the state government like that, I would not lie to you. Some state government are even more dictatorial, even more than the president. Some of them don't even care. They only care about the location. According to them, you see what's happening in those states. They are even being impeached. Me, I'm from Akwa Ibom because I visited Akwa Ibom 3 months ago. I see what my governor is doing. The man is really trying. This minor of somebody. That man, I can see what he's doing. like he's trying to construct an industrial park and make Akwa viable. And he's trying to turn Akwa into industrial state instead of being civil servant. Try on his own path. Thank you.
Thank you very much. All right, there you have it. Okay. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Sandra. This is Gift. I'm calling from Monikwan.
Okay.
Your line tough past American visa today. See, like all the state government talk and the Peter Obi talk is linked. They are all together. I was speaking to a friend. In that Peter Obi statement, he said the trips they've told Nigerians about 30. If I'm not mistaken, Sandra, 30. You have gone for 30 trips already, and it's not even up to 3 years as
30.
president.
126.
Yes, it's not even up to 3 years yet, too. So, which kind of government are we running? Practical wasteful spending. I told someone, I said, if COVID was an African sickness, at least half of Africans would have died, because the African leaders would have run away from Africa and left Africa to sort themselves out. They would have traveled abroad and leave the citizens to sort themselves out. Because if you look at malaria is killing Africans. The African leaders were not thinking about to set up research facilities to provide drugs, but they were looking years. I've been in Lagos all my life. I'm from Edo State, and I'm hearing reports of bad roads.
All right.
Have a good day, my sister.
And you as well. Thank you very much. I appreciate your contribution. Unfortunately, let me quickly correct myself. It's actually 124 days abroad, 29 trips, not 30 trips, 29 trips with 124 days abroad. Let me just quickly put that out. Thank you very much for sharing your thoughts this morning. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes.
My name is Samuel. I'm calling from Peter.
All right, Mr. Samuel.
Yeah. If these people are deceiving us, we shouldn't be deceiving ourselves. They are all politicians. I heard it about 6-7 months ago on your radio that Guardian newspaper, to be precise, when the issue of what government are they doing, they are stronger in the land of, and doing in their research, they come out with the fact that the increase in allocation to governor is either diverted or shared by politicians. I don't know if you can remember that very well. They come out with the fact that it's either shared by politicians or diverted. Pushing, they understand his mindset and body language. It's the one they are emulating. Now, what of the federal allocation? Look at the number of ministers this man is retaining. Look at the number of days he has spent abroad. Is it not spending money to maintain all this? They don't concerning the issue of what Peter Obi has said. For everybody is aware that there is hunger in the land, and there is this saying that all the person is an angry person. What the APC is trying to protect is that they don't want people to be angry. If they should be angry, and then they don't want somebody that inside them to be angry, because already there is hunger in the land. Just a part of something now, people will prices skyrocket. So that is the problem they are trying to, that is what they are trying to protect, that is what they are trying to defend. Right. They don't have anything to offer. The Nigerians' interest is not at their heart. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I appreciate your contribution. Thank you. Okay, 11 minutes past 9. Let's take a few WhatsApp messages and we'll be back to the phone line in a bit. This is still Mainland 98.3 FM. You're on to Mainland Focus. And we have a message here on WhatsApp that reads, "Good morning. My governor, His Excellency Dr. Peter Mba, is doing very well so far, though he needs to do more. Peter Obi laid a solid foundation for new Anambra State. He didn't fail as a governor." That's Kenneth from K2 sharing that one. I also have here Steve Ikelu from Maryland is saying, "Good morning. Sandra, what NLC is saying Oh, okay. What NLC is saying about the non-performance of the governors with the humongous allocations is true. The worst is the infrastructural horror. Major roads in Enugu State, my state, is nothing to write home about. On Peter Obi, the truth is always stubborn. Peter said the obvious. He reflected the mindset of Nigerians on the president. Federal government, APC coming up with a flimsy defense that Peter is inciting the public against the federal government is a mere subterfuge. APC should go back to their drawing board. So far, nothing substantial from them. And that's Steve Ikelu from Maryland sharing that one. I also have here, good morning. My name is Eugene Chibike Oxlade. My take is on the response from the presidency to Peter Obi. Any government that has the people at heart shouldn't be reminded. Chibike Oxlade sharing that one on WhatsApp. I also have here Kingdom from Palm Grove. Thank you very much for the accolades. Kingdom from Palm Grove is saying Mr. Obi's advice is not out of place. In countries where things are done in order, the president cannot go outside the country for medicals, neither their immediate family travel for education outside the country. But in Nigeria, reverse is the case with our public officials. God will help us all. God bless Nigeria. And that's Kingdom from Palm Grove sharing that one. I also have here Gbenga from Ikpaja. What Peter Obi said is not different from what other average Nigerians have been saying. But again, the APC decided to turn it to politics. A good leader must be ready to commit class suicide and lead by example. And that is what the current president is not doing. You can't be living large and continue to tell your citizens to tighten their belts. It's very unfortunate. And that's Gbenga from Ikpaja sharing that one on WhatsApp. I have here still on WhatsApp, Dolapo from Ikpaja saying, it is quite unfortunate that almost all the state governors have one thing in common: laziness. Well, maybe except for Lagos State, for obvious reasons at least. The president has told the governors to go and use the FAC allocation they are getting now to better the lives of the people in their respective states. That was good advice. Most of them are so lazy that they cannot think outside the box. Let them stop building airports that they know is not adding value to the lives of the people they are governing in any way. Let them make use of the massive arable lands available around them in their respective states and stop chasing shadows. What stops each state from going into massive farming projects for massive food productions that will but what do we have? They have all the resources at their disposal. They have the funds, the lands, and of course ready laborers in the jobless Nigerians. So what really is the governor's problem? Is it okay? Happy New Year. Thank you very much, Dolapo from Ikpaja. All right, I'll respond to your message later on. Thank you very much. Well, we also have here Victor Aᴏ from Ikeja. For me, majority of the state governors that we have today are all products of faulty foundation, and that's exactly what we're experiencing in my beloved state, Ebonyi. The man was single-handedly imposed on us by Uma. His country should be ready to give. And it's also for the government to consider it instead of resorting to their usual diversionary tactics. We Nigerians don't need Peter Obi to know what's going on, that this government has failed woefully, including wasting of our common resources on unnecessary, wasteful and avoidable foreign medical trips. Seriously? Victor Aᴏ from Ikeja. Thank you very much. Let's go back to the phone line. I'll be back to messages in a bit. The number to call is 0913 6000 410. Hello, good morning.
APC have decided to fight Nigerians like we are not Nigerians. This is what you get from a party that is idealist, manifestoless, and transformalist.
It's okay. Let's just go to the point. Sorry about that. Hello, good morning.
Yes, sir.
You're welcome. Okay, Joshua.
Yeah. Calling from Ondo State.
Oh, okay.
As to the issue of medical tourism that the president is usually embark on, if he's still within his rights, it is not unconstitutional that the president can seek for medical.
Did you listen to the angle we are taking this particular report from?
Of course, the network was breaking, but I understand that the thing was on Obi's comment as to medical tourism.
Okay, no. Obi's comment is saying that the president should consider utilizing our healthcare facilities so that he can assess the state of the healthcare sector. What do you think?
Yeah. My take is, see, he doesn't need to get himself treated here before he knows what is happening. We know, even ordinarily, if he doesn't have first-hand experience about our medical sector, he has someone that has medical experience about our healthcare sector. And it's, of course, instead of making it a political statement, you can easily even recommend easily, like, oh, if I were to be president, this is what I would do, this is what I would do.
But that's what he has said. He is recommending. He's recommending. He's telling the president to understand the state of the healthcare sector.
Yeah, these are the things I was even expecting from the press conference the other time. Like health, any question that has to do with health. Of course, President Tinubu, I expect him to do more in terms of health sector. But majorly, what we need to do in this country, we need to involve him. That has been the reason why I was telling Ogafor the other day before the
we need to involve who?
Involve the president. We need to have at least regular media chat on some of these issues.
Okay.
What are you doing as to health sector? Of course, look at the budget the other day. In the budget, medical expenditure or what? It was almost 1 billion naira thereabout. While we have some other issues where they are booking billions of naira. Only healthcare center is not even close to 2 billion naira.
Okay. Thank you, Gege Joshua. Thank you very much. I appreciate your contribution. Hello, good morning.
Morning, Sandra.
Oh, I can barely hear you.
Okay. Are you hearing me now?
Oh, yes, it's better. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. First of all, on the issue of NLC challenging or castigating the governor. Well, you see, on that aspect, they are right. But one thing we need to understand is that governors, they are more or less lords in their respective states. And that is the kind of democracy we are running. They are lords in the... Look, a lot of workers is suffering. Is it the casualization we are talking about? Sandra, go to bank. How many original staff are working in bank in this country? That is cheap labor. The same thing in all industry. And by and large, most of these states we are talking about, I think Abia or whatever, the 30,000 naira minimum wage, did that governor pay it? You see, look, NLC, especially the president of NLC, charity must begin at home. What did he do to that man? The governor himself. You see, NLC, they are not on top of their job. They cannot come to the here and start talking. Are they doing their job? What the constitution allowed them to do? Protect the interests of their staff? As far as the Nigerian workers is concerned? It's far no. So that is that. On the issue of Obi, castigating the president. But let's correct that grammar. Obi does not have the moral standard to warn the president. He has not. He can only advise.
It's actually an advice, Alhaji Super.
Okay.
It's not.
All right, okay.
It was not a warning. It was an advice.
Okay, fine. People who live in a gas zone don't throw stone.
Okay.
What kind of legacy as far as hospital is concerned when Obi is, the governor of Anambra State? Anambra is within Nigeria. What legacy of hospital did he put there? You see, you cannot come to the here and start using the propaganda, to run Nigeria in. We are far more than that. You see, do what people can do to emulate you. You understand? Do something like that. We continue to start. You see, we are talking about Ahmadu Bello, Atiku, and
Awolowo. Do what people
I'm listening to you.
So they can emulate you. I like that statement too, and I'm going to work with it. So, don't you think our current president should do what he needs to do so we can emulate him?
Thank you very much, Sandra.
All right.
You see, that is what we are advancing our president now, President Bola Ahmed, to do. Whatever he do to Nigeria will never forget. If he bail us from this calamity we are, you see, his name is going to be written in the Guinness Book of Records forever. So we are talking of Awolowo, Sadaulo of Sokoto, Azikwe. You understand? Because these are leaders in the past. We know what Nigeria is in the past. I went to government school, institution, higher learning. You understand? It's just like what Obasanjo is talking. If you listen to what Obasanjo, I like what NNPC is talking now. They're inviting him to refinery. This is somebody who says Nigeria refinery will not work. These are people that brought us back.
You understand? They should be ashamed of themselves.
Thank you, Alhaji Siberi. Actually, you exceeded 3 minutes of your time. Thank you very much, Alhaji Siberi. I appreciate your contribution to the conversation this morning. I don't know why, but it's really intriguing. The angle that we're all taking this particular Peter Obi statement from. It's really, I find it interesting. Message that is being passed across. This is something that we've always said, and it's really, really interesting, the thoughts, and the minds of people as regards this particular, Peter Obi statements, advising the president to try to visit, healthcare facilities in Nigeria so he can better assess the healthcare sector, so he can know, the right steps to take in order to revive that particular sector. And so help us, God. Okay, I think we can take some Facebook messages now. We have quite a number of them. I don't want to offend anyone this beautiful Friday morning. We have here Obina, Dave, Sector. No state is well to be recommended. All villages in our states are bad. Here in Imo State, but spending is Christmas in the village. We are not back. Okay, I think everybody should be back by next week, I guess. Safe journey, Obina, Dave, Sector. Thank you. I also have here, the people are really suffering due to bad roads. And this is Professor Mike from Chicago, USA, sharing this one on Facebook. I also have John Bernard Ohi here on Facebook. My take on the state allocation is that I will only blame the governors partially, because what is the value of the so-called increase in allocation when the naira has no value? As for Peter Obi and the president, the reply given by APC is admittance of failure by the president. And that's John Bernard Ohi on Facebook sharing that one. I also have here, as of today, no state in Nigeria is doing well. I am from Edo State. I traveled home for Christmas. I was almost in tears seeing my state. I live in Ogun State. With all the resources available to Ogun State, the state is seriously backwards. For the Peter Obi advice to the president, that is just the honest truth. If our politicians don't use our facilities, they will not take us seriously. Education, they take their children abroad. Health, they go abroad. This is why this country is not working. If we want this country to work, we should ban our politicians for traveling abroad for such things. And that is Ogbaisi Blessmath. Yes, Ogbaisi Blessmath sharing that one on Facebook. I also have here Olumuyiwa is saying tourism. There was a time Governor Adeleke of Osun traveled abroad for medical leave, and Osun APC also tackled him for doing so. We should accept the reality that those people in government houses are not there for anyone but for different personal reasons. Some of them they are not used to government hospitals before they were elected and see no reason to be compelled to do so now. It's an eye-opener for Nigerians to also consider this among other factors to guide us all in choosing whom to cast our future votes for. Religion and ethnic sentiments are not good enough, because someone who doesn't visit local hospitals and markets before voted for will never visit the places after winning the election. Muyiwa from Abuja on Facebook sharing that one. I also have here Kabiru Adegbenro. To me, APC should not see Peter Obi's advice as bad. The president should make use of the medical facilities here so he can feel the same way ordinary Nigerians are feeling. God bless my country. Kabiru Adegbenro sharing that one here on Facebook. Oh, it's quite a lot of messages here. So help us God. I also have a few messages here on WhatsApp. Advice given to this APC-led government is always getting them angry. Peter Obi has stated the obvious, likewise ordinary Nigerians. The fact remains that our health centers across the country are in shambles. May God help us. Samuel of Obuisi Oji on WhatsApp sharing that one. I also have here, this is quite a long read. Alabalakwe from Ojo. Look, in as much as I, Alabalakwe, don't support medical treatment abroad for our leaders and their family in any form, but please ask Peter Obi, when he was governor of Anambra State, did he and his family members use government medical facility? Who is deceiving who? All our public office holders are the same, including Peter Obi himself. When he was governor, let him mention the government hospital he used for 8 years. All this the man is saying, actually, as Anambra have any good standard hospital till date for people of the state. When Tinubu was governor of Lagos State, he built many general hospitals. Why is he not visiting them? Anyway, continue the message. Peter Obi can confirm this from his kinsman. Okay, thank you for your message from Ojo. We also have here on Facebook, Obiora Ezechukwu, let government continue to live in denial while Mr. Peter Obi educate them what to do to make the masses happy. I only know that Mr. Peter Obi is my man of the year and God should continue to protect him. God bless Nigeria. Darlington Ogbo on Facebook as well. My take is on what Peter Obi said. Please, where is the lie in what he said? How can a president of a country junket from one country to another for medical trips? That shows to us that these people don't care about anyone but themselves. Are the governors not doing anything for the people? They govern. When you heard what Wike said while talking to Peter Odili when he was a governor and what he's saying now, you will know our politicians are just liars. Enjoy your weekend. Darlington from Okokomaiko, thank you very much. I appreciate your thoughts, sharing your thoughts with us this morning. There's a lot of messages, quite a lot. I'm going to offend a lot of people, but I sincerely apologize that we're not able to take all of the messages or take any more phone calls for this morning. Sincere apologies. But of course, the conversation always continues on mainland 98.3 FM. Opoyemi Akiode will be in the Situation Room by 4 p.m. Okay, and on Sunday, Said Fuhad and his League of Analysts will be on Political Roundtable for further discuss as regards the state of the nation. My name still remains and always